Let's make a delicious Mediterranean grain bowl. Smash your garlic like it's the face of your enemy. Just kidding. Kind of. Sort of. Maybe. Then coarsely chop it up into small pieces, and to a small saucepan add a drizzle of olive oil and toast 1 cup of Israeli couscous in the oil until it's slightly browned, and then add in your garlic. And once that's all nice and toasty, add in 2 cups of water. And I like to add in a big heaping tablespoon of better than bouillon in the chicken flavor and mix that in. Bring this to a boil and then reduce your heat and let this simmer for about 10 to 12 minutes. In the meantime, let's prep our garbanzo beans. I've drained them and I'm using a paper towel to remove any additional moisture. Now drizzle in some olive oil, then add in a teaspoon of dill, cumin, poultry seasoning, and a pinch of chili pepper flakes. Add in salt to taste, mix that up really well. Then lay this onto a parchment-lined baking sheet, making sure that everything is evenly spread out. Now for the super greens. I have a large bowl of chopped up kale, and to that I am drizzling in a generous drizzle of olive oil, about a tablespoon of garlic powder, and the juice of about half a lemon. Toss the kale to make sure all the ingredients are evenly dispersed, and then plop it down on the other half of the baking pan. And if you're feeling a little spicy, add some chili pepper flakes, but don't do what I did. And if you did do what I did, just toss it around a little bit more. It's good. It's fine. And now we're going to gently place our baking pan into the oven for all of these good things to bake at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. By now the Israeli couscous should be done. Fluff it and make sure it doesn't burn. And now let's make a creamy, delicious dressing. Mix together about half a cup of plain Greek yogurt and 2 tablespoons of water. Add in salt, pepper, dill, cumin, garlic powder, and parsley to taste. Drizzle in a little bit of olive oil as well as a teeny tiny bit of agave and mix that up really well. And a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, because why not? And you have to taste test it, because if you don't, I will judge you. And trust me, it's not worth the risk. At this point, the kale and garbanzo beans should be cooked, but we're gonna toss them around under the broiler for just a couple minutes to give them just a slight bit of crunch. And now we are ready to assemble our bowl. Start with your couscous. Layer on the garbanzo beans and kale, add on some chopped cucumber, green bell pepper, tomatoes, and then drizzle on your dressing to your heart's content. Yum, yum, yum. And that's how you make my favorite Mediterranean grain bowl for dinner. It's so good. It's so good, in fact, that I always do this smooth, sexy dance. I'm just kidding, it's not sexy, but goofy, more or less. Yeah, so anyway, let me know if you end up making this. Happy cooking. Mwah.